Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute since I've actually been on camera. Thank you guys for being here. If you're new, welcome to my channel. This is Sister Moon Tarot. I actually never say that, but I felt the need to say that today. So I switch off between doing readings on the table and doing readings here. So this is going to be a Divine Masculine reading. Let there be light. It's bright, but okay. So let's lay a little sage here. A lot of themes lately of like closing out old chapters, letting the old version of you go, letting go, being okay to let go, okay? The masculine is working on that. I feel like the feminine is working on that as well, okay? So, and then I'm going to use this crown chakra singing bowl here. I feel what's been happening is actually like a lot of flying monkeys energy. So you could be feeling good, you could be feeling better, or you could be feeling more clear. And there's these energies that are like, you're not even sure why you're engaging in them. And they're pulling you in and you're like, but I'm in high vibe. And they're like these flying monkeys, like these distractions that are making you think you're at a certain point, or it's like your soul's part of like, maybe still not completely being able to let go of some old version or old narrative or something like that. And so, but I feel like it's like these distractions that are coming that are like not even reflective of really where you're at anymore. So it's still like karmic energy that's being worked out. There's still maybe some loose ends here, but let's see, we're getting into the Divine Masculine. What does the surrender cards have to say here? Surrender to complete healing. Surrender to effortlessness, okay? This is beautiful. So a lot of us feel like we have to try really hard. We have to fight for something. We have to, it's almost like we're forcing ourselves to do something that doesn't even feel natural. It feels so effortful. And so this is saying part of healing is literally letting go of needing to feel like you have to try for something. You have to fight for something. If someone is not respecting you or listening to you or hearing you or validating you, guess what? You don't have to try. If it's too effortful, it's not worth it. If you're trying to get your masculine's attention, if your masculine is trying to make their situation with their karmic work, it's just this energy of like resistance where it's like you're resisting what is actually being called for you to do, which is to let go, to be effortless, okay? Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. And I feel this is a huge thing in the twin flame collective of control, of trying to control situations, trying to make others see things, trying to prove something, okay? We don't have to do any of that. We could just let it all go, okay? Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing, okay? I feel there's this energy of everyone wants other people to be the way they want them to be. Everyone wants other people to assimilate to their value system, and everyone wants to be able to be in their own value system. And part of why the twin comes along is to show us, because we meet so much resistance with our twin, and our twin is like the one that's not afraid to tell you, I don't want you to control me. I don't want you to dictate how I should feel or who I should choose. Throwing a twin flame label down my throat isn't going to make me choose you. What is going to make people come forward, what's going to make the energy flow, is to let people be as they are. Let people figure out their own journey. Let people honor what's in their soul. Like, if nobody is able to honor what's in their soul, there's no movement in the universe. And so we have to let things flow. We have to let things go. We have to let go of control here. We have to stop judging people because they're not, sorry, I didn't even hold that up long enough. They're not who we want them to be. They're not thinking the way we want them to think. I feel like I'm getting gaslit constantly lately, telling me that my ideas, my way of thinking are wrong. And it's like, I'm actually taking responsibility, and other people want to deflect from looking at themselves, okay? Look inward. This is an inward journey, okay? So the masculine, a lot of times, it's frustrating because when you give them space to make you the projection of their issues, they will. So how do you change that? You let them go, okay? You let them realize that it's not you that's the issue, it's them, okay? So we've got strength here. But strength comes from, what are the things that give you strength? What are the things that strengthen you? Because that's where we want to be putting our energy right now. Is it battles? Is it fighting for something? Is it vocalizing your needs or feelings to people who are not listening? No, it is honoring the wild within you, like the nature that you're connected to, like the ways the universe is supporting you, the 5D realm, okay? Get wild. I feel like this is saying go out in the wild, go out in nature, connect with the moon, connect with the forces where there's no ego battles, okay? Because I feel like there's a lot of ego battles going on right now. All right, you guys know I get on my soapbox with the feminine energy. So this is Divine Journey to Sacred Union from Soul Magic 99, okay? Missing someone, third-party situation, karmic ties, someone takes your breath away. Yes, so the masculine is missing the feminine as per usual, but there's a karmic tie here. If someone is saying, I don't want to be in this situation, I miss someone, but it means there's still something to be worked out. If you say you're not happy with someone, the only reason you're with them is because of the house, of the kid, of the dog, but there's still a tie there that you're with someone. So there's still some energetic spiritual tie there. So we can't undermine that. You could say the only reason our masculine is with them is because of this and that, but that's a reason. That is a 3D reason, and it's enough for them to not walk away. So while their heart may be with someone else, there is still something spiritually, energetically that they're working out, and that doesn't take away from where their heart lies. The hard part I feel in this journey is a lot of the masculines have never admitted that they miss someone, that they're missing the feminine, that's who takes their breath away. And I feel that's where it comes down to. The feminine just wants that validation. Okay, so whatever reason you're staying with them, fine, but can you at least admit that I'm the one for you? Why does a feminine need that? Well, that comes from something within her. So what is it that the feminine is needing in any aspect of her life externally that she's not figuring out for herself? And I really want to get into tarot here, but I'm being called to use one more oracle deck. And that's where I feel like we got to start focusing, all of us, on ourselves when we're projecting and saying, you're the issue, you're the problem, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. What's going on inside of us? Because this is the healing, one of the healing oracles. I can't remember what this one's from. Flow. Look at this, you guys. Flow again. We've got to flow. Negativity. Release negativity. It's very easy for our brains. It's easier for our brains to attach to negativity. It's a conditioned thing. It's a biological thing. Breathe, okay? That is what has saved me, is breath work. And so I do these things all throughout the day on, I'm part of these DNRS groups on WhatsApp where I just literally get on the phone and I spend 5 minutes breathing. It's not even really meditation. We call it slow-mo. It's something that this woman created, all these different dose increasing brain activities where we increase our dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, but breathing, okay? Breathing changes everything. It changes the way we act, we think, and we feel. It changes our brain chemistry. So But we've got flow, negativity, and breathe. So I feel also that the masculine is having a hard time breathing right now. They're also not in the flow. If you feel like you're not in the flow, they're not in the flow. There's negativity that's wanting to come to us. I definitely want to, obviously pull tarot, because I feel like this is the devil energy that keeps interjecting and keeps interrupting the flow of what we're trying to do. And how do we interrupt that negativity is we breathe. We breathe, we breathe. And I used to feel like when people are like, just breathe, that it was so like, oh, that doesn't help, that's condescending, but it really changes the energy, okay? So I'm going to get into tarot here. Just breathe, just believe. Is that the Sia song that I'm thinking of? That's probably going to be my title here. I'm a little bit feisty today. Where do you guys, look at this, you guys, I didn't even know this. Look at this. Look at this. We're still fighting our demons. The masculine is still fighting their demons. Whatever we're going through is a cue as to what they're going through. What was I just going to say? I'm going to now have to look back and remember what I was going to say. Oh, where are you guys' ninth house? Not ninth house. Your Mars, okay? Because I don't know what's going on in the astrological world, to be honest. But so my Mars is in Libra, which is very like peacemaking, but it's in the ninth house, which is contradictory. So I'm very much like a fighter, okay? And so me, lessening that and being like, okay, I'm going to let this fight go is really hard for me. But I feel like we're all fighting battles all the time. But I feel this is a very charged time to be trying to get our point across, trying to get our ego across here. And, ooh, we've got, wow. I love that I used this deck today. I needed tarot. Like, this whole reading, I was like, okay. Yeah, so we're closing out cycles here with the world where we're getting to this point where the old isn't working anymore. We've got to close the door. We've got to start new. We've got to allow new, fresh breath into our life, okay? The masculine's got King of Swords and King of Pentacles. The energy I feel is taking care of business. Every day I've been taking care of business and working overtime. The masculine and the feminine may be in the same energy, is not in this like emotional energy of like, yeah, they may miss someone, they may feel like the feminine takes their breath away, but they're trying to figure out things from a very logical, practical perspective between the King of Swords and King of Pentacles. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. They're being very diplomatic about what is going to work for them. They do feel we had missing someone, and this to me is a missed opportunity. They feel they missed out on the feminine. They feel like, okay, I missed out on my happiness. Whatever I wanted, I don't feel like I can have at this point. I know what it is that I want. I'm going to pull one card for clarity, but I don't feel like I can get to it because I maybe, yeah, look at this. Oh my God, because I pushed it away. Four of Cups is like being so fixated on one thing that you don't really see what else is going on. I pushed my happiness away because I was self-destructive with that devil energy, okay? I also thought I was making rational, practical decisions. So the masculine needs to get out of this head space and into their heart space, because this is what's actually gotten them into trouble, and that's what's preventing them from their happiness. And it's impairing their decision making when they actually think it's helping, because they're not listening to their soul's calling. And it's like there's so much like fear and illusions and lack of clarity, because they were never really conditioned to follow their heart. They were never told, you can do what you want, you can have what you want. They were very much like, what does society expect of you? What should you be doing? Who should you be presenting that you are, okay? And so they've rejected things that could make them truly, genuinely happy, because that would force them to have to be fearlessly bold in the pursuit of themselves and their happiness, and they were never encouraged to have that bravery. This is from Sacred Journey Healing from Angelic Revelation 144. Okay, I'm gonna take all these. There's a lot. Look at this. hiding, ashamed, can't face you. When people gaslight and when you bring the truth to them and they tell you that's not me, that's you, or they can't own anything you say, there's shame there. There's a lack of wanting to face the truth here. There's a lot of that going on in the collective right now. We've got family, fertility, pregnancy, birth of a child. It could be that they have a child with the karmic. The karmic is pregnant. I don't even like to say the karmic, the other person that they're sorting out energy through. We do have healing here, okay? There's energy healing going on. It's so powerful to do energy healing, to imagine, white light surrounding your connection, surrounding you, surrounding your masculine, sending them healing energy, sending even the karmic healing energy, because if the karmic heals, guess what? They're no longer bonded, okay? We've got divine downloads, messages from spirit. Like I've told you guys, I've been seeing my masculine's birthday everywhere. Spiritual growth, consciousness, awareness. We have to believe that the collective is open right now to consciousness awareness, and we have the feminine here. So the masculine's very much thinking about the feminine. The masculine is thinking back to the feminine and how she's inspired this journey that they're on, how much she means to them, how significant she is, uplifting, lifting each other up. And that's where he goes for the healing. Sexual healing, baby. All right, that's who brings him joy. That's who lifts him up. Your love is lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted before. So keep it up and quench my desire. I love that song. 'Cause I'll be by your side forevermore. Your love, your love, your love keeps lifting higher, higher and higher. That's what's going on here, guys. So you guys, we've got spiritual growth, ascension, divine downloads. They're very much connected to the spiritual right now, to the feminine and the spiritual. Look at this. Divine downloads, spiritual growth, healing, uplifting. This is beautiful, beautiful energy. So keep sending them that. They may be hiding, but you could run, but you can't hide, okay? They're still feeling it. They still know what's happening. They're not, even when people act like stupid, they know, okay? So that's the dealio. Let's get some messages from the masculine. Can't find where that deck was. Okay. This is from Twin Flame Journey Messages from Mystic Moon. I need to go my own way for a while. I care too much what others think. You're the only person that truly gets me. They're going their own way is a self-destructive thing because they're pushing away the person that gets them, but it's because they care too much what others think, and that's what I'm telling you guys. This belief has gotten both parties into trouble. It's not just the masculine, it's the feminine as well. What decisions are you making because you care what others think? I was having a conversation with a friend last night, and she was saying about how I shouldn't be posting. I used to post a lot of pictures about my weight loss with my surgery, how I shouldn't be doing that because I make people who can't afford surgery feel bad. And I'm like, I'm not going to dim my shine, because although there may be some people that feel bad, there's some people that may be inspired and it may be helping them along their journey. You never know when you make bold choices and decisions, how it's going to assist others. And it may rock the boat and it may piss people off, but you know what? We're not here to not rock the boat. And yeah, like she was making it like, that's not empathetic or sensitive of me. Part of this journey, actually the whole point of this divine feminine journey is self-love above anything else. Because when you love yourself, you honor your journey, you empower yourself, you have the strength to lead the way and to help other people love themselves. And what better gift can you give others? So I just don't agree with, making yourself small because it's going to affect someone else. And I don't want to live my life in fear of people's judgments. So that's just that. But the masculine has a lot of those fears, and so does the feminine. The secret, the unknown, mysteries, and wonders. Well, we have hiding. They're definitely hiding secrets. the moon was reversed. You know, I feel like the moon is secrets too. It's like, whatever you guys are seeing, it's never what it seems, okay? We know that. We know there's this whole other world here that is underneath it all. And so, the dolphin caller, pure, joyful friendships, loving help. Where can we cultivate this purity, this joy? Go where the love is, okay? That's the thing too. Go where there's love, not where there's judgment, not where there's grief. If your masculine isn't giving you that, go where the love is, and they'll find their way back to you if they're meant to. Because they never really left, if there's really love there as well. We've got acceptance here on the bottom. Okay. I'm being called to use this. The Sorcerer. This is going to be my last card of the reading. Number 48. You know, also I'm part of this DNRS group, and I asked someone a question on a forum, and actually it wasn't even a response to my question, it was a response to someone else's, and it was like, there is no right decision. Either way, it's not, I can't remember what the response was. It was really good though. It's just about what comes up after each decision and navigating that. There's a lesson with any way that you go. There's things to understand about yourself through any decision you make. So, all right, so we've got the Sorcerer. When the Sorcerer enters your circle, you're being called to look at how your beliefs around scarcity and self-centered fear manifest in your world. That's another thing that's been coming to me. So we think there's a lot of fear of lack of abundance. If something happens for someone else, it can't happen for us, as if there's limited resources and that one thing is isolated. It's not. Abundance is all inclusive. And so if it's happening, if you see positive things happening, it means it's a possibility for you. There's no lack of abundance, okay? Examine the destructive part of your psyche that misuses power or harbors feelings of resentment, vengeance, lust, greed, bigotry, or hatred. Perhaps you've harmed someone because of these dark tendencies. If so, all is not lost. You have only forgotten that all beings are interconnected. I just said that. And the universe is abundant. I just said that. The Sorcerer arrives to challenge you to change your thinking. You're given a second chance. Correct your course and practice not blaming others for the darkness that lives inside of you. Make peace with it and choose another way. Have you been feeling out of sorts because you've been faced with your own character flaws and the pain that you inflict on others when you are out of alignment? Radical self-acceptance, whoa, is called for now. You must reconcile these darker aspects of your nature so you don't behave irresponsibly and cause more harm to yourself or the ones you love. It's time to come out of denial and accept responsibility for your words and deeds. When you meet the energy of the Sorcerer with humility, this destructive power transforms into grace, which you can use in service to the highest good. I just talked about this, accepting yourself, and there's a quote from Cheryl Strayed, just like my favorite author, in Wild. Let me see if I can pull it up. And it says, but she did a lot of like things, like she was, you know, she wrote the book, and then there was the movie with Reese Witherspoon, and it's let me read it to you. It says, what if I forgave myself? I thought, what if I forgave myself even though I'd done something I shouldn't have? What if I was a liar and a cheat and there was no excuse for what I'd done other than because it was what I wanted and needed to do? What if I was sorry, but if I could go back in time, I wouldn't do anything differently than I had done? What if I'd actually wanted to, it gets very intense, but what if I was never redeemed? What if I already was? So if we keep blaming and judging and saying, you know, wronging the masculine for what they've done, and we keep chastising them, we're actually practicing also a lack of self-forgiveness. And I feel like that's what this journey is all about. So I'm going to stop and end with a deeper truth here. And I just wanted to put some music back on. This is not going to be the music that I had here, but this is a deeper truth, and we're going to do it. Okay. So I love myself. I forgive myself. I have compassion and love in my heart for myself and for others. I accept myself fully, and I know that I am imperfect, but I love myself I love myself fearlessly and ferociously, and I don't talk down to myself. I don't blame myself. I just evaluate myself and know that I am imperfect, and I know that I can always do better. I accept responsibility without shaming myself. I honor my imperfections and know that I'm human, and know that I can always improve and change and transform. I am open and I flow with the divine flow of the universe. I know I'm safe and protected. All is well. I don't have to worry. I don't have to fear. It's all happening for me, not to me. And it's all helping to get me closer and closer to the light, to alignment, through ultimate self acceptance. That is what this journey is all about. And I am so grateful for everything that happens along the way, the pain, the lessons, the strife. I know that my masculine is going through the same exact battles as me, that they are struggling to love and accept themselves. And when I choose to love and accept myself, I send them that gift as well. I give myself that gift and I give them that gift graciously and openly and gladly. This is my gift to the collective. This is my gift to my journey. This is my gift to my masculine and those that I am blessed to have known and continue to meet. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.